Say, last class methods I explained. Methods. What is method? A group of statements into a single logical unit is called as method. What is the purpose of method? To perform the task. To perform the task. How many categories of methods are there? 4 categories of methods are there. What are those? Method with arguments with return value. Next, with arguments without return value. Third, without arguments with return value. Fourth one, 4 categories of methods. If it is a returning value means primitive data type or reference data type. How many primitive types are there? 8. What are those? Say byte, short, int, long, float, double, char, boolean. What are reference data types? Arrays, strings, interfaces. These all. Okay. 1 minute, wait. One minute here, many Java software installed. Okay, just you observe class demo, public static void main string args. Here I'll write method, first category method. Now I'll write method, which category you have to identify and how to call that method, you have to give the answer. Okay. See, method name fun, which takes integer a, float b. Okay. And which will return one boolean. It is which category method? Which category method? First category. What is the category name? With arguments and with return value. So fun is a method which takes 2 arguments, which returns 1 value. It is methods with arguments and with return value. Is it instance method or class method? Instance method. How many ways to access? What are those? Which class object required? Demo class object required. I want to call this method by using object. What we have tried? What you have tried? See, I'll give this line. How to call this method? You have to give the answer. That is required. Return type Boolean. Boolean b equal to new demo dot fun. Next, one integer, one floating point number. Okay. Next, I want to call with object reference. How to call? Demo d equal to new demo. Next, Boolean b2 equal to d dot fun. One number, one floating point number. That is you can call now. See, here it is first category method. How to call? You give an answer. This last class I explained. So actually, for learning advanced Java, this knowledge is most important. That's what I started this one. I didn't start advanced Java till whatever this is methods, nothing but core Java concept only. Okay. Now one more method I'll give. Give me answer. Suppose void show. It is which category method? Fourth category method. What is the category name? Without arguments, without return value. This method I want to call by using object. What we have tried? What we have tried? New demo dot show. With object reference, how to call? Demo d equal to new demo. Next, d dot show. Okay. Now, one more. Suppose return type Boolean, method name get Boolean. It is which category method? It is which category method? Which category? Okay, category name. With argument or without argument? Without arguments. With return value or without return value? With return value. That means third category. Without arguments and with return value. This method I want to call by using object. What we have tried? By using object. Boolean b equal to new demo dot get Boolean. Okay. Now with object reference I want to call demo d equal to new demo. Next, Boolean b2 equal to d dot get Boolean. Okay. Now here object created with that get Boolean method called returns Boolean. Here object reference dot get Boolean. So if I give this type of lines, you can give answer no. This knowledge is most important for learning advanced Java. Okay. See, I'll give one more method. Void method name fun, which will take float a and Boolean b. This is a method. Which category method? Second category. Now this category method. What is the category name? With arguments, without return value. This method I want to call. How to call? By using object new demo dot fun. One floating point number you have to pass. Next, true or false. With object reference I want to call demo d equal to new demo. Next, d dot fun. Next, one floating point number. Next, true or false. Okay. 4 categories of methods you studied. Okay. If I ask any category, how to call that method? Can you give answer or not? Possible, no? Next class method we'll see. Class methods. Next node. Next, class methods. Class methods. Instance methods you have seen. It is class methods now. A method that is defined as a static member of a class. A method that is defined as a static member of a class is called as class method. A method that is defined as a static member of a class is called as class method. A method that is defined as a static member of a class is called as class method. A method that is defined as a static member of a class is called as class method. See, before method, just one static keyword if you attach, that is called class method. Okay. A method that is defined as a static member of a class is called as class method. Now, you observe, suppose void show. It is instance method or class method? A method that is defined as a member of a class is called instance method. A method that is defined as a static member of a class, that is called as class method. Now see, just if I write static keyword, it is called class method. If I remove static keyword, it is called instance method. For calling static method, 4 ways are there. Next, write it. There are 4 ways to access class method. First one, directly. Second one, by using class name. Third one, by using an object. Fourth one, by using an object reference. There are 4 ways to access class method. First one, directly. Second one, by using class name. Third one, by using an object. Fourth one, by using an object reference. There are 4 ways to access class method. First one, directly. Second one, by using class name. Third one, by using an object. Fourth one, by using an object reference. See, just before method, if you attach static keyword, that is called class method. For calling class method, there are 4 ways. Directly possible, by using class name possible, by using object possible, by using object reference also possible. All ways are right. See, last class you studied instance methods only. Today you are learning class method. See, just if I remove static keyword, it is called instance method. If I write static keyword, that is called class method. Okay. Now, there are 4 ways to access class method. First one, directly. So just directly show, you can call. This is called directly. Second one, by using class name. Class name is demo. Demo.show. This is one more way. Third one, by using object. That is already know. How to call? Give me answer. New demo.show. Fourth one also already know. How to call? Demo d equal to new demo. D.show. Okay. Like these 4 ways are there to access class method. Suppose system.out.println welcome. Now, this is class method example. Note, write this program. These all you already studied. Just I'm repeating Because it is most important to learn advanced Java. Okay, it is most important to learn advanced Java. So there are 4 ways to access class method. First one directly, second one by using class name, third one by using an object, fourth one by using an object reference. So directly just show by using class name demo.show, by using object new demo.show, by using object reference d.show, object reference.show. Is it over? So directly you can call by using class name, you can call by using object, you can call by using object reference, you can call. In 4 ways, when we have to use directly, when we have to use class name, I'll explain. See here, what is D here? Object reference. Can I call variable? Yes or no? Object reference, we can call it as variable also. Is it primitive type variable or reference type variable? Reference type variable. Okay. Now what it contains? Hash code. Okay. Like object created right side. That object address mapped into another code. That code implemented with hashing technique. That code is called hash code. That is going to be stored in D. Okay. So any reference type variable which contains hash code, any primitive type variable that contains data. So last class with arrays example I given arrays hash code stored. No? So that is. So here directly class name, object, object reference, all are valid. But when we have to use directly, when we have to use the object, this all I'll explain. See, for calling class method, no need of creating object, no need of creating object reference. If you create object, object memory wasted. Object reference, reference wasted, object wasted. Directly you can access by using class name, you can access. That's what these last two ways are not recommended to use. Right, this one. Third and fourth ways. Third and fourth ways are not recommended to use. Third and fourth ways are not recommended to use. Third and fourth ways are not recommended to use. When we have to use directly, when we have to use class name, do you know? Give me answer. If it in same class, directly. If it in another class, class name. Write that point. Access class method directly if it is present in the same class. Access class method directly if it is present in the same class. Use class name to access class method if it is present in another class. Use class name to access class method if it is present in another class. Use class name to access class method if it is present in another class. access class method directly if it is present in the same class. Use class name to access class method if it is present in another class. Same class is there, directly we can access. If another class is there, compulsory you have to write class name. Compulsory you have to write class name. Is it over? Say access class method directly if it is present in the same class. Use class name to access class method if it is present in another class. Now, suppose you observe it's on method. Here another class test. Now here also on method. Now void display one method. Now you observe it is test class. Now here static method. Now here demo class. Suppose if I call here show. Now it will search for show in the same class. It will search for show in the same class. In demo class show method is present. That's what it is going to be called. Suppose if I write display, it will search for display method in demo class. Is there? No, error comes. In that situation, compulsory test dots display. Then if you write like this, it is search for display in test class. It is there. That is going to be called. If the method is present in the same class, you can access directly. If the method is present in other class, compulsory you have to write class name. If you don't write class name here, it will search in the same class. If not there, error comes. So display method not there in demo class. That's what error comes. Now show method is there in the demo class. It is called. But display if you want to call in this situation, compulsory test dot display. Like this you have to write. Okay. Test dot display. Then only display method called. Now I'll ask questions about class methods also. Give me answer. Here static integer add int a int b. Now is it instance method or class method? Class method. It is class method. How do you know that is class method? Static. So it is class method. Now how many ways to access? 4 ways. What are those? Directly, class name, object reference. I want to call this method directly. Is it possible or not possible? Possible. Then how to call? Give me answer. Now that is which category method you observe? It is first category or second or third or fourth? First category. That is first category method. With arguments, with return value. I want to call. Give me answer. What you write? Int x equal to add 2 arguments. This is. It is called directly. By using class name, if you want to call, how to call? Int x equal to demo dot add. 2 numbers you can pass. If you want to call with object, int x equal to new demo dot add. 2 numbers you can pass. If you want to call with object reference, demo d equal to new demo. Next, int x equal to d dot add. Like this. Okay. Now, like this, it is first category static method. Static method we are calling like a class method. Why we are calling static method as a class method? See, if static method is there, there are 4 ways to access. 2 ways not recommended. Object reference not recommended. Directly you can access if it is present in the same class. But further, library you are going to access. But library not present in your class, no? Library definitely other class. Always we use class name only. That is the reason it is called class method. Always we have to use class name only. So instance method is there. Maximum times we use object reference. Class method is there. We use class name. Like that we'll call in further many places. Instance method is there with object reference. Class method is there with class name. Now, suppose it's one method. Is it instance method or class method? Now, without creating object, can you call this method? That method. Without creating object, can we call that method? Yes or no? If it is yes, how many people answer yes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Online students. Now, if it is without creating object, if you want to call, how to call? This keyword means this keyword also refers object. This keyword also refers object. Without object, not possible. This keyword also refers object. See, for example, here. Now, here, suppose for example, it is show method, it is display method. Now, here, demo d equal to new demo. Now, new demo. D dot display, I'll call. Okay, D dot display. Now, here, this dot show. This also no need to write. By default, this no. By default, this. Now, here if you don't create object, here is it valid? That means at last again object required. Okay. Even if you write show here, implicitly this dot show, but that this dot show also here object required. So without creating object, it is not possible to call instance method. That's what that method is called, instance method. Instance compulsory. What is instance? What is the word instance? Like here, demo d equal to new demo. Now here it is the object. Object of which class? Demo class. It is object reference of which class? Demo class. Okay. Demo object. Demo object. Object means instance of a class. Object means instance of a class. See, this object is instance of demo class. Object nothing but instance of a class. The word technical word. Suppose, for example, class nothing but it's a blueprint. It is just like a plan. Object nothing but like a building. See, without plan, is there any building? No. Now, suppose 10 buildings I'll show you. Okay, 10 buildings I'll show you. Otherwise, one building I'll show you. 10 plans I'll give. The building based on which plan constructed? Can you identify or not? One building I'll show you. 10 plans I'll show you. The building based on which plan constructed? Can you identify or not? Yes. The building is an instance of this particular plan. That is the word instance. Just physical, like a virtual, physical, that type. Say, here, this object is an instance of demo class. This object is an instance of demo class. This object is an instance of employee class. This object is an instance of student class. So, first you'll create class. First you'll create class. Class will not occupy any memory. No memory for class. See, for example, add here integer x, float y, like character z. Now, for this, when memory allocated? Whenever object is created. Whenever object is created, then memory allocated. Now it is class will not occupy memory. Memory not allocated to x, y, z. No memory. Now, if I create object, see, demo d equal to new demo, then object created to these all. Okay. Now, here object created, that is like a physical. This is like a virtual without creating. Now, plan, just our assumption. Later building constructed. That is, you can see, you can touch. But plan, that is our assumption, how we are going to construct a building. Like that, how we are going to maintain data. That is, you are creating one class. But that class will not occupy any memory unless you create object. Okay, if you create object, then only memory created. Because everything dynamic memory allocation in Java, without new memory is not allocated. Now it is an object. Object of which class? Object of demo class. Okay, object of demo class. This object is an instance of demo class. This object is an instance of employee class. This object is an instance of student class. This building is an instance of that particular plan. So first, your assumption you will present on paper. Later, you are going to consider a building. In between, one incident happened, no? That is like a word instance. Okay. So object is an instance of a class. Now, it is an instance of demo class, that type. Here, you observe. If you write a method here without creating object of demo class, can we access that method? No. That is, for calling that method compulsory, you have to create object. That is the reason that is called instance method. Now, without creating object, can we call this method? Yes, we can call with class name. No need of object. That's what it is called, class method. Okay. Now give me answer. I'll ask one question. Main method, instance method or class method? Main method, instance method, class method. How do you know? Static. Now, for calling main method, now main method is a class method. Main method is a static method. How many ways to access? 4 ways. What are those? Directly, class name, object, object reference. How many ways not recommended? 2 ways. What are those? Those 2, leave it. Now, we can access directly, we can access class name. Now, for calling main method, we are using class name. At the command prompt, what you will do? You'll write Java demo. You'll write. See, you are going to write at the command prompt. Here, you are going to write at the command prompt Java demo. Then what system will do? Demo.main. It calls. That is class method. That is the reason. Class name required. Now, here, whatever you are writing Java demo, this demo nothing but this class name. With this class name, main method called. That is class method. Just assume if it is non-static, how many ways to access? For calling this method, how many ways? What are those? Then where you will create object, how you will call this method? For calling this method also object required. If main method is non-static, for calling this method also object required, then where you will create object, how will call this method? For calling this method only object required first. That is the reason main method given as a static. Okay. Now, main method, which category method? That class method, okay. Category. 4 categories of method, no? Which category? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 is with method with argument with return value. 2 is with argument without return value. 3rd one without argument with return value. Like that. Okay. 1 minute. 1, 2, 3, 4 number you can select, no? Which category? Now, category names already given. Methods with arguments and with return value. Next, methods with arguments and without return value. Methods, okay. Methods without arguments and with return value. 4th one, methods without arguments and with return value. And without return value. 4 categories of methods already given. Now give me answer. Which category? Any other answer? All are second category. Now, how many people answer first category? Just raise your hand. 1, 2, 3. Online students. Now, now, online students, how many people first category? Okay. Okay. Many messages also came. Now, just raise your hand, online students. Okay. Next. Next. How many will answer second category? Okay. Majority people second category. Next. How many will answer third category? No one is there. Okay. Next. How many will answer fourth category? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. See, you observe. Here bracket, open bracket, close, left, right, parenthesis. In between something is there. Something is there means with argument or without argument? With arguments. Here void is there means with written value or without written value? Without written value. That means second category method. Okay. Methods with arguments and without written value. Okay. Here something is there in the bracket. That means with arguments. And here without it, void is there without written value. Other than void is there with written value. Okay. It is second category method. We can pass arguments to main method, no? Studied or not? Command line arguments. While executing the program at the command prompt, we can pass arguments. Okay. Those arguments are called command line arguments. Now, if I give any method, how to call? Can you give answer or not? Now, I'll write some methods. Just method calling statements you have to write. Okay. Now, methods I'll write. You observe. Method name, add, int A, int B. Return type, int. It is which category? First category. Okay. Void, max, int A, int B. Which category? Second. Okay. Now, integer, get int. It is which category? Third. Okay. Void, print. Which category? 4 categories. Okay. Now, again, float, minimum, float A, float B. Which category? This is I'll write static. Okay. Now, void, cube, integer A. Which category? This I'll write static. Float, get float. Which category? Third category. I'll write static. Static, void, show. Which category? Now, total 8 methods I given. Okay. Now, this method bodies I didn't give. Method definition I didn't give. Okay. Just a method declarators I given. These all methods, 4 methods are instance methods. 4 methods are class methods. Okay. Now, instance method, how many ways to access? What are those? Instance methods, 2 ways to access. But what you do is by using object reference, you try to call. Okay. Next, class method, how many ways to access? By using class name. Okay. Now, instance methods, maximum times we use object reference. Class method, maximum times we use class name. That's what these 8 methods, 8 minutes time I'll give. All people just try to write. After that, how many people, how many marks you got it, we'll check it out. Okay. How many written right? How many written wrong? I'll check it. I want to see your total classroom status. Okay. Write this all. Write this one. First you write this all. 8 minutes time I'll give after writing. First you write this all. As it is, write it. Main method code you are to write. Main method code. Okay. Just I want to see your status, total classroom status. First 8 methods complete, note down as it is. Up to here as it is, main method, write it. Up to here as it is, write it. Your answers can be right or wrong. Everyone should try. Whether you understood or not, you will understand your status. Whether all people understood or not, total classroom status, I can understand. Based on that, I can continue. Okay. Online students, don't write answers in chat box. Write in your notebook only. Okay. Write in your notebook only. Online students also. Write these all answers in your notebook. After 8 minutes time, I'll explain. Then how many written right, how many written wrong, you have to check it out. Main method code, you have to write. Instance method, call with object reference. Class methods, call with class name. That's it. Instance methods, call with class object reference. Class methods, call with class name. Inside the main method, you have to write. 8 minutes time. Okay. Now, first, is it over? 8 methods written. Writing is over. No. Online students, don't write in chat box. Write your answers in notebook only. After 8 minutes time, I'll give all answers. Then how many you written right, how many you written wrong, you have to check it out. Now you start main method code. Okay. Instance methods call with object, object reference. Class method you call with class name. It is 8:33. 8 minutes time. Within 8 minutes, you have to complete. Including return types, parameters, everything you have to observe. Only like a method name only don't write. Return type, parameter, everything. Return type, parameters also. Your answer can be right or wrong. Try to write. Everyone. Everyone try to write. Your answer can be right or wrong. If you get a 0 also, nothing will happen. You try to write. Okay, everyone. Instance methods call with object reference. Class method call with, don't write answers in a chat box. Online students, don't write your answers in chat box. You write in your notebook only. You write in your notebook only. Don't write answers in chat box. Those who completed also check it out once again. Don't write answers in chat box. Online students, don't write. Don't write your answers in chat box. Your answers can be right or wrong. Everyone should try. If you get a 0 also, nothing will happen. Try to write. Instance methods call with object reference. Class methods call with class name. Online student, don't write your answers in chat box. Don't write your answers in chat box. Your chat box is not visible to you, but it is visible to offline students. They don't know about that. Your chat box is visible to offline students. That's what don't write in chat box. Chat box not visible to online student, but chat box visible to offline students here. Your chat box, whatever you're chatting, that is visible to offline students. Don't write your answers in chat box. Instance methods call with object reference. Class methods call with class name. Okay. Instance methods call with object reference. Class methods call with class name. Instance methods call with object reference. Class methods call with class name. Your answer can be right or wrong. Everyone should try. With that, you will understand your status. With that, I can understand total classroom status. Okay. See, only I'm teaching, you are watching means you will not get a subject. If I interact, then only you'll get a subject. That's what required. See, suppose if I ask question, if I ask whether you understood or not, if I ask, then what will say? Everyone will say understood only. You will feel you understood. I'll feel all understood, but only feeling, no subject. That's what. Like this, if I interact, what will happen? You will understand your status. I can understand total classroom status. Okay, that's what interaction required. 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left. Those who completed also, once you check it out, each and every line. Written type also you should not you should not forget. Written type also required. Parameters also required. Whatever is there, each and everything you observe properly. Calling only, not only method name. Written type, parameters also you have to observe. Two minutes left. 2 minutes left. Instance methods with object reference. Class methods with class name. Don't discuss with your friend also. Okay, don't discuss with your friend. Your answer may be one answer. Your friend answer one more answer. If you discuss, what will happen? Both will write only one answer. One person will compromise. Definitely. Okay, that will be happen. Don't do that one. Maybe your answer right. After discussing with your friend, you may change. That will be happen. In a written test, in interview, your friend will not be there, no? You feel like a written test. Just 1 minute left. 1 minute left. 1 minute left. See, first to 4 methods, instance methods. Next to 4 method, class methods. That two I given first category, second category, third category, fourth category. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that I given. Just 1 minute left. Is it completed, all students? Now I'll explain. You observe. First to 4 methods, instance methods. Instance methods, how many ways to access? What are those? Which class object required? Demo class object required. Okay. I asked to write only object reference. Okay. Now, first what we have to write? Demo d equal to new demo. Now, after this you have to start. Now, return type int. How many parameter? 2 parameter. Method name is add. Int x equal to d dot add. 2 numbers I am passing. Okay, this is first method. Second method doesn't return, but it takes 2 parameters. Now, d dot max. 2 numbers I'll pass. Okay. Next, return type int. Method name get int. Now, return type int. Int y equal to d dot get int. Method name get int. Next method, print method. D dot print. Okay. First 4 methods completed. Okay. Next 4 methods. These all. Now, minimum, cube, get, float, show. See, that is static methods. How to call class? How many ways? Is it instance method or class method? How many ways to access? What are those? Directly, class name, object, object reference. How many ways not recommended? What are those? Object reference. When we have to use directly? Same class. When we have to use class name? Another class. I asked to write class name. Whatever it may be, I asked to write class name. Now, first method. What is the method name? Minimum. It will take float. Return type. Return type float. Float a equal to demo dot minimum. 2 floating point numbers. Floating point number must be suffixed with small f or capital F, compulsory. Now, next, void cube int a. How to call? Demo dot cube of 1 number. Okay, 1 number. That is second method. Next, return type float, get float. Now, float b equal to demo dot get float. Next, static void show. Demo dot show. Now all people check it your marks. How many you got it? 8 marks total. Out of 8, how many you got it? Check it out. First you write, check it your answers. Online student respond. How many you got it? Online students. Those who got less marks also, no need to worry. Those who got 0 also, no need to worry. Those who got less marks also respond. Okay. Now, 8 out of 8. How many people got? Just raise your hand. 8 out of 8. Online students. 8 out of 8. . Okay. Next, how many people got 7? How many people got 7? Next, online students. How many people got 6? Remaining all people, practice required. 6, 7, 8, okay. But less than 5, 5 less than 5, you have to practice. Okay, practicing required. Those who got less marks, you have to practice. See, here, these all instance methods. These are class methods. Okay, this is actually core Java. It is not advanced Java. Advanced Java I didn't start. These are core Java concepts. I didn't start advanced Java. Okay. Now, instance methods, how to call. Class methods, how to call. You studied. Okay. Now, in the library, you observe. Suppose library, you can open in documentation also in the internet, documentation part available. You can see. Further, everyday documentation required. See, Java API documentation, latest version 19. You observe. Like here, docs.oracle.com, official website, Java 19. In the Java 19, you observe here all modules. See how many modules of Java is there, you observe. These many modules divided. In that first module, java.base, it is basic module. In that you observe here base module. In that list of packages, java.io, java.lang, java.lang.annotation, java.lang.constant. See, these are packages. You studied, those who completed core Java complete, few packages they studied. But those who didn't complete only object-oriented programming means you studied only one package. Java.lang. Only one package you studied. See, many packages are there. No? Like this, you studied one module, one package, java.lang. If you click in this package, see here, all classes and all interfaces. See how many classes and interfaces are there in lang package? Java library is very vast. As compared to C, C++, 100 times is there. You studied only string class, system class, scanner class, some few classes you studied. Very few classes you studied. And wrapper classes. Okay. Suppose string class. String class almost everyone studied. String class I'll open. You observe. System class, string class. See, string. If I click in this class, here fields, nothing but variables, constructors. See how many constructors are there? Methods. See how many methods are there? Still scroll bar here only observe. Okay. See, still scroll bar there only. So one class. Java library, it is very vast. As compared to C, C++ library, 100 times is there. That much vast library is there. Now you observe here. Methods, constructors, we have so many things. Suppose, for example, this method. Now, you can understand. See, here. Now, this method, you observe. Now, here, suppose it's on method. Now you observe. Is this method is accessible? Yes. How do you know? Public is there, that method accessible. Is it instance method or class method? How do you know? There is no static keyword. Now that is instance method. How many ways to access? 2 ways. What are those? That is a method of which class? String class. For calling that method, string object or string reference required. Okay. Now it is which category method? 1, 2, 3, 4. Third category. Without arguments. with return value. Instance method, third category, how to call. You studied, no? You can call. That's it. Now, suppose this method, is it accessible? Yes. How do you know? Public. Public is there, you can access. Otherwise, you cannot access. Okay. Protected members also, non-public also, you cannot access in because library that is. Protected means you have to inherit, then only you can access. Public, anywhere you can access, no restriction. Is it instance method or class method? Instance method. You can give answer because there is no static. That is which category method? 1, 2, 3, 4. Third category. How to call, you already studied. Okay. See, it is which category? First category. With argument, with return value. See, like this. It is first category. Instance method. See, it is first category. Instance method. It is first category. Instance method. Like this will be there. That nothing. Further, any program we require library. Once if you know how to call, you can write Java program. That's it. But problem is in advanced Java, this type of primitive type variables will not appear. All reference only. Arrays, strings, classes, interfaces, that type appears. That is little bit complicated. Only difference, you have to assume both are same. Only difference, primitive type contain data, reference type hash code. That's it. Writing program style is same. Advanced Java, every line reference type only appears. Okay. The references types also 4-5 examples I'll give tomorrow. Then I'll start advanced Java. Okay. Tomorrow after reference types, I'll start advanced Java. Be regular. Every class is important. Okay. At least method calling you practice. Method calling you practice. We'll see continuation tomorrow class. Okay. Online student, just wait 2 minutes. I'll clarify your doubts. Online students, one by one I'll clarify your doubts. Anjan Kumar, yeah, I'll teach in Eclipse. Somashekar, Google Classroom link, you need to wait 3-4 days. Parvesh Gupta, Spring Boot and microservices, if you want to learn, at least solid little bit knowledge required. Sheikh Shabaj, thank you. Venkatesh Dinesh, yeah, HTML, CSS, Oracle batches, just you can check in website or contact admin. Rajesh, tomorrow I'll explain path setting. Bala, advanced Java morning time present not there, it takes time. Krishna, yeah, offline, online, anytime you can change. Samiksha, yeah, I'll give admin details, you can contact. Development security operations, Pradeep, you cannot understand, at least advanced Java solids required. Balanjali, yeah, I'll provide notes through Google Classroom. Google Classroom, you need to wait 2 more days, 3-4 days you have to wait. Lokesh, I'll explain tomorrow class. In this course, Spring Boot not covered. It is advanced Java class. Anyone can learn. Venkatesh. Samiksha, yeah, they'll provide payment receipt also. Online, offline, both are same. Online, you have to concentrate yourself. Offline means I'll take care. Class location, opposite Prime Hospital, Manjira Square building. Jar file, I'll explain. Spring Boot different. Spring with XML, Spring Boot with annotation. HTML class, CSS, those all you can check in the website. Just wait. Online students. Yeah, notes I'll share in Google Classroom. You'll get a soft copy. Google Classroom, you need to wait. HTML, CSS, JavaScript, you have to check in a Google Classroom website. Okay, we'll see continuation. Just naresheti.com, naresheti.co.in. Okay, we'll see continuation tomorrow.